Welcome back to more Tsukihime. Let us continue from my Ciel route. Yeah, I guess apologies to people who really wanted me to start with Arc. I know that's the recommended thing. I don't even know who Arc is at this point. She's dead. Sorry. To moving on, I suppose. Oh yes, this is where we left off. Oh well. Surely this being a possibility is not that detrimental, right? That can't be that bad starting with Ciel. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'm just trying to make myself feel better since I'm already here, but screw it. Senpai is changing. It's still the middle of the night. There's no light coming in from the window. Maybe the rain stopped. It's very quiet now. Senpai is taking off her clothes. Oh my. What a shame. If I wasn't in such a deep state of regret over the murder I've committed, or half asleep, I would be able to fully appreciate how sexy Senpai looks. Damn, we're getting right to the shits, man. Dude, this route got so crazy so fast. Right now, though, my head doesn't seem to function properly. Senpai's eyes look lifeless. More importantly, there's something strange. What is that? Wait. That's a 7. So, was that for maybe 7th? Shit, I can't say it. I can't say it. Sorry, I don't want to like... I won't say it. There are odd bruises on her arms. No, those aren't bruises, more like tattoos. There's something not right about this. I feel sleepy again. I think a lot of things are cluttered around Senpai's feet. But that's it. I fall into a deep sleep. Oh my. Oh, third day. Interesting. This one had a picture. Maybe the last one did too. The sunlight streaming through the window wakes me. Maybe the rain stopped. I can't hear it anymore. It seems the sky outside is cloudy. The sunlight isn't what you could call bright. Eh? I look around. This is obviously not my room. Ah, good morning. Did you sleep well last night, Tono-kun? Ah, I remember now. This is Senpai's room. I had borrowed her bed for the night. Ah yeah, good morning, Senpai. Becoming extremely embarrassed, I hop off the bed. Sorry about yesterday. I caused you all sorts of trouble and... Yes, you owe me one. Alright, just... Senpai replies with a smile. How do I put this? She seems very mature. Anyhow, thanks. I'll be going home now. Oh, really? It's barely 6 o'clock, Tono-kun. Yes, but I didn't get permission to stay the night away from home yesterday, so if I don't hurry back to the mansion, there's no telling what Akiya will say. They're probably kind of worried. Ah, your little sister. Well, I've already called her, so it should be okay. Oh, never mind. Senpai delivers her earth-shattering statement with a casual air. Well, you called my house, Senpai? Yes. I thought it wouldn't be right if I didn't contact them about you staying over. Is that a problem? What? I'm at a loss for words. Ciel Senpai calling my house means a girl has called my house saying Tono-kun is staying over at my place. That's well, big pimpin'. Yes, it's a problem. A big problem. If Akiya had been the one who picked up the phone, she's going to think I'm some kind of playboy. Given the severity of the Tono household, I don't even want to imagine what would happen if she found out about that sort of thing. Tono-kun, did you really hate staying at my house that much? No, that's not it. It's just that my house is really strict. It's definitely not because I don't like you, Senpai. Flustered, I try to explain the misunderstanding. Senpai closes her eyes sadly. Is it because I caused her so much trouble last night? I feel so bad when I see her make an expression like that. I'm telling you, that's not it. I'm really grateful to you, Senpai. I'm feeling much better now, and if you hadn't been there for me last night, I don't know what would have happened to me. Yes, you're right. You look like you're back to normal now. I don't know what happened last night, but I'm glad you're feeling better. I don't... I don't know how we're gonna move past that. Like, I know whatever happened to Shiki there was kind of out of his control, character, whatever. Like, I don't know what's going on there. I'll find out at some point when they reveal that, but I feel like this is just gonna haunt us the whole time. And who's to say it won't happen again? Because, yeah, we don't know what's going on. Suddenly, Senpai gives the biggest smile anyone could possibly give. Eh? I was just joking. Even I wouldn't directly call your house. Oh my god. I asked Inui-kun to call your house and tell them that you were staying with him last night. Oh, wow, you're really smart then. And you're very... Screw you for messing with Shiki like that. There should be no problem with that, right? Yeah, that should be no problem, but that was kind of a mean joke, Senpai. I thought my heart was going to stop. Yes, I'm actually pretty mean. Pick on the ones you like, right? Something like that, eh? Ones you like? And that means... Oh. But it's true you should go home early. Please hold on for a second. Senpai rummages around in her drawers for something. Here you go, Tono-kun. It's a little gift for you. Saying that, Senpai hands me an old-looking ring. A little gift. What is it, Senpai? It's a protective charm. You seem to be dangerously spaced out a lot, so please hold on to it. A protective charm? Yeah, I'll take anything that's given to me, but alright. I'll take good care of it. Accepting the ring, I put it in my pocket. Oh, I was told, it's a really cool thing. Apparently the mystic eye killer that Aoko used, that Aoko got from her sister and that she used to make, Shiki's glasses. Apparently, yeah, that's why Medusa wears glasses. Fun fact. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. You know, I should have questioned why the hell she was wearing glasses there, but that's pretty neat, actually. It makes sense. Alright, I'll see you at school. Senpai sees me off with a smile. But that smile is one I might never see again. Oh. The woman I killed might be found already, and police might already be at the mansion. But I can't run away from it. All I can do is thank Senpai and return to the Tono mansion. To say the results first, the mansion is as it always was. Also, when I eventually get to the arc route in my weird order, sorry guys. This is, I guess, a little bit of an unorthodox playthrough in that sense. I just kind of naturally came to this point. It's very weird. Because, like, once I ran into Ciel, the choices for her were, like, very obvious. But I didn't see Arc until it was too late. I guess if I had went to class directly and the first choice, I might have run into her and not Ciel. Because, again, all the Ciel stuff resulted from me running into her that morning, so... But it seems weird. Like, how would you know that the first time going through? So, surely this possibility is, like, fine. But, yeah, that being said... So, I have so many questions, like... Of course, like, why Shiki did that to Arc and why he felt so compelled. But first of all, how does the Arc route happen? Like, does Shiki just not feel that when he meets her, like, naturally through the Arc route? Obviously, don't answer that. I'm going to find out for myself. But I'm just curious, like, what brought on that reaction, particularly in this route? And how does Arc get her own whole entire route without Shiki doing the same thing? Well... Maybe it does, but maybe, like, Arc stops him or something. I don't know. Weird stuff, man. This has been crazy. I have a very, very crazy first impression of this visual novel, but I do like it. Ah, welcome home, Shiki-san. As I enter the lobby, Kohaku-san greets me with a smile. Yeah, I'm home. Kohaku-san? Do you want breakfast? I'll have it ready soon, so please wait in the sitting room. She has no questions for me. Akiya-sama has just finished hers. I guess because, yeah, Ciel did call, so she wouldn't. Okay. Sure. Kohaku-san patters off towards the sitting room. It's too peaceful. Maybe they haven't found the body yet. Right, and Shiki's just paranoid, like, they're gonna find a body, they're gonna know it's me, they're gonna catch me, like... Of course, like, you know, the guilt and the paranoia, oh boy. For now, I head towards my own room to change. Hisui is in my room when I return. Good morning, Shiki-sama. It seems you have returned. Yeah, just now. Listen, Hisui, do I have a spare uniform? The one I'm wearing now is soaked from yesterday's rain. I understand. I will have one prepared immediately. Hisui bows and silently leaves the room. After changing into the uniform Hisui brings me, I head towards the sitting room. A disappointed-looking Akiha is sitting on the sofa in the sitting room. Oh, good morning, Nissan. It seems you have returned. Akiha's voice contains thorns filled with blame. Yeah, good morning. You look kind of grumpy this morning, Akiha. Yes, I was unaware you spend the night elsewhere quite often. I am more astounded than angry. Akiha glares at me. It's true I spent the night somewhere, so I can't argue. Well, I suppose there was no helping it if you weren't feeling well. The one called Inui-san is your friend from middle school, isn't he? Yeah, I see, so he was the one who called you. Suddenly I feel uneasy. Just what did he say when he called my house? Besides, even if you had to leave school early, you could have just called me and I would have sent a car to pick you up. I don't know why you are so reserved, but you are the eldest son of the Tono household, Nissan. Please use everything at your disposal. Besides, your body is weaker than that of a normal person. We are like anemic and just have this wound on our chest. Oh yeah, I left school early yesterday. To collapse from anemia just by getting soaked from the rain. Are you not feeling well, Nissan? Till I have the family doctor examine you and send you to and from school in a car from now on. I see. So that was the reason I was supposedly staying at Arihiko's house. It's nothing for you to worry about, Akiha. I go to the hospital once a month like I'm supposed to. Taking me to school by car is just going to dull my body even further. There's no need for you to be that sensitive about my body, though I'm glad you're worried about me. That's not true. But Baka, I'm not worried about you at all, Nissan. Akiha suddenly avoids looking at me. Shiki-san, it's ready. I can hear Kohaku-san's voice from the dining room. Right, so I'm gonna get some grub. Oh, Nissan, please refrain from talking in such an unrefined manner. Sips tea, I guess? Akiha shoots me a sharp glare. Ah, you're acting normally again. That's how you should be, Akiha. You don't have to worry about me, so just relax. You are so persistent. I am not worried about you, Nissan. Akiha quickly looks away. Looking at her with a faint smile, I go to the dining room. Please take care. Saying the same thing as she always does, she continues to stare at me. Shiki-sama, what happened to you last night? Nothing in particular. I collapsed from anemia when it started to rain on me. I'll be careful from now on. I'm not placing any blame on you, Shiki-sama, but you look like you are pushing yourself this morning. Please take care along the way. Hisui makes a deep bow and sees me off. Oh man. I tried to act as normally as I could, and although I didn't give myself away to Akiha and Kohaku-san, it didn't seem to have worked on Hisui. I wonder if Hisui is worried about me. It's hard to tell when she looks so disinterested all the time. Today might be my last day of school anyway. I'll try to spend it as I always do, so I won't have any regrets. Played cool, man, played cool. No matter how I feel, the morning is always the same. As I approach the school, I begin to catch sight of more and more students in uniform. It's Saturday, right before the day off. My footsteps falter as I think about how this may be my last school day ever. But still, as calmly as I can, I walk along the road that has become so familiar to me over the last 2 years. It's only a little way to the school once I pass this intersection. The light turns red and I stop in front of the crosswalk. The school fence is on the other side of it. Since it's a school path, the footpath is protected by a guardrail. Even now, the students in front of me are heading towards the school gate. There's no one but students from our school on the other side at this time of day. There should be no one but the students. But between the cars rushing by, I feel like I catch a glimpse of someone in white. Okay, Tsukihime. Okay. Oh my god, it's Ark. Why did I think? Wait, why did I think we could kill her so easily? Cause yeah, I was like, wait, how is there an Ark route if Shiki just instinctively just murks her? But wait, hi, she is there, dressed in white with golden hair down to it. I don't like that look on her face. I'm scared. Not even just for Shiki, I'm just scared. With golden hair down to her shoulders, long slender brows and red eyes. I've seen her only once before, but there's no way I could mistake her for someone else. But that's impossible. I killed her myself yesterday, cutting her into pieces. The light turns green. The students around me walk towards the other side. I'm the only one amongst them who stands there stunned. She sits on the guardrail, her legs swinging idly, as if she is waiting for someone. I can't tell how long she's been waiting, but her expression isn't a grim one. Who is she waiting for? Take a guess, genius. She fidgets restlessly, as if she were waiting for her lover. I have a bad feeling about this. Thank you, Obi-Wan. Well, that's just a Star Wars thing in general. The girl in white looks over in my direction. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence. She's just a stranger who looks like her. She must be waiting for someone else. If not, then this moment must surely be a bad dream too. After all, I have completely and utterly killed her with my own hands. But she's looking this way and smiling, looking very satisfied at having found the person who killed her. Her smile to say, "You finally come." I'm scared. Giving a familiar wave and smile, she hops off the guardrail. Fluttering her hair, she heads towards me. I'm so scared. Guys, I want you to know. Heaven's Feel in Fate's Stay Night is, it's the darkest route in Fate. Just by definition. I am more scared in this moment than I was just in that visual novel. Like, yeah, the suspense was there. I was like on the edge of my seat, like, yo, how is this gonna end? Like that, I was so hyped for it. But this is unnerving. Like I feel like just the art of just Ark's like smug smile looking at Shiki, waiting for him. I am legitimately freaked out right now. So I'm gonna raise my microphone here. Oh no, it's too soon for this, man. It's too soon. Don't come. This is a bad dream. The light turns red. Don't come near me. She doesn't even look like she cares, walking straight across the street while the cars pass by. There's only a few meters between us. I'm telling you not to come. The reality before my eyes does not change even when I scream out. Screaming in a voice even I don't understand, I run from the girl in white. I run with all my strength. With no regard to embarrassment or shame, I blast through the passers-by, running full speed across the asphalt. My breathing is wild and my heart screams out, but still I run. I feel like I'm going to go crazy if I don't. I look behind me. The girl in white is walking towards me. Dude, this is some serial killer shit, except we're the killer running from our victim. She's definitely following me. The girl I've killed is chasing me. That's more than enough reason for me to run. My heart feels like it's about to explode, but I ignore it and keep running. When I look back, the girl is still there. With those light footsteps, she follows me as I run away. My head droops down. My arms feel heavy. My legs feel like they're going to mom's spaghetti. But despite that, I'm running with all my strength, and yet I can't get away from someone just walking after me. Legit. My breathing is out of control. I think I've already run several kilometers. But even so, when I look back, she's always there walking towards me. Legit, that's the serial killer shit. Naturally, like she's taking a stroll, she follows right behind me. So yeah, Ark is definitely like not human. I don't know what she is. What the hell is this girl? Ah, God. It's not funny, but I begin to laugh. I can't stop laughing. But even so, I run. My body complains that I'll die if I run anymore, but I keep running. The reason is simple. If she catches me, she'll kill me for sure. I ask myself what I base that on, trying to shake it off as mere imagination. Not a far-off base guess there. But even as I try to console myself, I am the one who knows best it's true. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know that if she catches up to me, I will be killed. Pathetically, I collapse to the ground. I fall forwards, not because I tripped, but because I simply can't move my body a single step further. Lying there collapsed, I somehow managed to crawl my way to the wall. I try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise and I collapse back down. My body won't move anymore. I look up as I breathe. It hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. I can't think properly because of it. I can't even tell what I'm doing anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why? I don't even know why the girl I've killed is alive. Unmistakably, I've utterly and completely killed her in the most final way imaginable. So why? How can she be waiting for me in front of my school smiling? Because yeah, that implies that Ark doesn't it's weird. It's not, I don't know, because the lines were there. He saw the lines on Ark, so she has the concept of death, and he did trace them. But that wasn't enough to kill her. How can she be waiting for me in front of my school smiling? I'm sure I killed her. That's right. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her, so why? Oh boy. Oh? Is the chase over already? With light footsteps, she comes into the alley, shrugging her shoulders in disappointment. Hello. You really gave me some trouble yesterday. That's a bit of an understatement. Hi, I'm scared. With a warm smile, she comes into the alley. Oh no, it's playing my favorite song so far. I've got to run away. So thinking, I retreat, only to hit my head against a concrete wall. The chase is already over, right? This is a dead end after all. There's no need to worry about anyone coming along or interfering. Oh dear. She smiles, looking very happy. Panicking, I look around at my... Sorry, I gotta drink water real quick. Give me a second. Let's just take in this moment of dread. Be brave, YORO. I have like a chest pain right now too, it's not helping. Panicking, I look around at my surroundings. A desolate alley. I'm disgusted at how stupid I am. To run away here is like asking her to kill me. It's been a long time. 18 hours since then, I finally found you. He takes another step into the... Ark, I'm sorry. If this is about me not doing your route first, I'm so sorry. You... What? I definitely... Yes. I'm the girl you killed yesterday. I'm glad you remember. That's got to be a lie. There's no way that can happen. Don't be ridiculous. Dead people can't be alive. People die when they're killed. That's true, but there's no need for you to be so surprised. I just revived. That's... Oh, you revived. Okay. With that curt response, she takes another step, the sound of it reaching my ears. The distance between us is gradually decreasing. Revived? Stunned, I repeat her phrase. Excuse me, back to her. Revived, you mean some doctor saved her with some surgery? Don't be stupid. There's no way any human could revive from being cut apart like that. Yeah. Then again, I'm not human. There you go. Huh? Her words are so simple, there's no way I could have misinterpreted them. I'm not human. That's what the girl in front of me said. You're not human. Jeez, isn't that obvious? Do you think there's a human being out there who can revive after being cut up into... I mean, she has a point. There's no way a human like that could exist. Something like that is just a monster who looks human. Something that revives even when killed. Something that death is irrelevant to. Something that quickly returns to normal and starts moving even after being cut to pieces isn't something you can call human. No way. That seems to be the girl right before my eyes. I try to laugh, but my throat is so dry I can't. What the hell is that? It's not exactly a funny story. Besides, there's too many things in this story that aren't funny. Because definitely, if she's not human, it explains why she's alive even after I've killed her. I start to calm down. This is a situation where I've got to observe everything and think it over. You said you're not human. So what are you? Me? I'm called a vampire. Oh, wait. Ark is a vampire? Wait, okay, that makes sense actually. Because I'm over here racking my brain at what Ark could be. Wait, okay, so is Ark the one sucking on people's necks? Is it her? Or is it, you know, the killer going around targeting young girls? Or it's that guy that we met that one night outside the Tono household? I assume it's actually him. But then again, I don't know anything about Ark, her motivations, like who she is, but I guess that's left for another route. To put it in your terms, I'm a monster who lives off human blood. That's good. Vampire is at least something I can easily understand. I see. You're a vampire. She smiles in satisfaction to indicate her assent. What a crazy reply. I've heard that vampires can't walk around during daytime, but I guess that's a trivial matter right now. So what does this monster want from me? For some reason she recoils as if surprised. After a moment she puts her hands on her hips and looks at me, irritated. Have you forgotten what you did to me yesterday? Even though you didn't know me, you cut me apart the moment we met. You've got to be pretty used to this to ask me what I want with you now. She looks more disgusted than angry. But right now that's how I feel too. Because someone I've killed is complaining to me about me killing her. Hey, are you listening, murderer? Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, could you shut up for just a minute? I'm reflecting on how unlucky this is, even for me. Sheesh, I have the worst luck. There was a girl I wanted to kill for no reason, and I killed her on pure impulse. Dude, what if Ciel saves me? What if? Dude, what if? I agonized over it in deep despair, even though I firmly decided to atone for my sins. The one I killed appears out of nowhere and says she isn't even human. Ha! I can't help but laugh. But it's not all bad. If the person I killed has come back to life, then that means I haven't actually killed anyone, right? Well, I suppose the fact remains that I killed someone, but she's still alive. And that's something I should honestly be happy about. Yeah, with this I should be able to get back to living my normal life. A normal school life just like I did up until now. Well, in exchange, I seem to have been cornered by this strange person, but you might argue that it's a heck of a lot better than becoming a murderer. Okay, I've calmed down. If you've got something to say, I'll listen. Complaints, grudges, whatever. Talk all you want. Yeah, I've got a whole lot of things to say to you, but you're weird. It's probably doing him some good right now. I'm just taking everything in right now. You could say I built up a resistance to weird stuff like this. I don't think it's much help in this case, though. She stares at me. It isn't malicious. It's strange. I thought that to get someone back when they got you was one of the common laws of the world. To get someone back when they got you. And she should be trying to kill me, but... What are you staring at? You're here to get revenge, right? Then... Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to kill you back, in theory. I'll kill you if you really want me to, but otherwise I'll pass for now. Oh. It's not very efficient that way. She stares at me head on. So, are you sorry? Eh? I'm stunned for a moment. The things she says are so out of place. I'm asking you if you're sorry for killing me. I'm thinking about forgiving you if you are, you see. Besides, I get the feeling you're a pretty bad liar for a human. Sorry, me? Yep. If you apologize to me, then I'm fine with that. This is unbelievable. What's so unbelievable? Not that the person I killed is forgiving me, but her voice sounds so kind. Yeah, Arik, that's definitely the impression I'm getting, that even as a vampire, she's not typical, for sure. And I doubt she's the one committing the crimes here. Hey, you have to give an answer when people ask you seriously, you know? Come on, hurry up and answer. We can't get on with things until we make it clear whether or not you're sorry. She is angry. Am I sorry, she asks. It goes without saying. Yeah, I regret it. No matter what the reason is, I did kill someone. Without mercy or reason, I killed just for myself. I do regret the fact that I killed someone. But more importantly, the person I killed was you, and so... It's a lie that it's alright if she's alive. It's a fact that I killed her. It's the ultimate violation, the greatest violence possible. Very true. So, you can get your revenge on me. I thought it was only natural you'd be here to get revenge. I hang my head, mumbling like I'm confessing to someone. I see. You're not a bad person. Well, if Ark can say so. She smiles. Despite calling herself a vampire, she has a very honest face. I've decided. I'm going to make you help me. Oh. Eh? Help her? What is she talking about? Hey, what do you mean by helping you? It's simple. I'm going to get you to help me deal with the vampire which took root in this town. Oh, it has to be that guy. Okay, so it's very clear now. Hold on, I'm getting more and more confused. Dealing with vampires? But you're a... Oh, no. I am a vampire, but the vampire in this town is a different kind altogether. You live here, don't you? Then you should know about the murders that have been occurring lately, right? Yeah, quite a few people have been killed already. Hey, wait. I remember now. Come to think of it, all of the killer's victims had their blood extracted or something, didn't they? Don't tell me that. Exactly. Even the news is saying stuff like the work of a vampire, right? It's a funny thing. They obviously know what kind of creature is doing it, but no one is going around trying to vanquish it. That's why I've got no choice but to do it for them. Interesting. Wait, but vampires don't exist. Shiki, are you saying that right now? She lowers her brows in annoyance. Oh, that's right. There's an unidentified person standing in front of me claiming to be a vampire herself. Yeah, I thought we were past that. I don't really understand, but what you're trying to say is that you're here in this town to exterminate vampires, right? That's right, but before I could, I was attacked and killed by some unknown killer. Yeah, that really got me. It was a perfect surprise attack, and I was cut into 17 pieces without a chance to do anything. I see. She must mean me. That's right. Until I was fully recovered like this, I was really planning to kill you, you know? That's the first time anyone's embarrassed me like that. Ah, she's not used to that. Being killed, I guess, which makes sense. And it took me about 80% of my power to fully recover. Damn. If 80% of your power can fully recover you from being killed into 17 pieces, then I wonder what the 100% application is. But more importantly, it really, like, let's think about that. She revived herself. Like, that's so crazy. But more importantly, it really hurt. It was so painful, I thought I was going to go crazy. However, the pain was so great, it restored my sanity. Oh. Do you know what it's like experiencing that over and over for a whole night? I don't know. Actually, I don't want to know. So, full of hatred, I went out to look for you. I was so worked up that I didn't even care about the vampire, the very reason why I'm here. I knew you were a student, so that's why I waited over there for you. I don't get it. If you hated me so much, why are you forgiving me? Let's see. To put it simply, I calmed down after a while. I already used up a lot of power, and I thought that it would be more efficient to use you as a shield than to kill you. Alright, so yeah, she still wants us... Still wants to use us for her problem, so... Hold on. You just said something really bad for me. Eh? Did I say something like that? You said you were going to use me as a shield. Of course. I already did forgive you, but that's just my personal feelings. You've got to atone for your murder through action, not just emotion, right? Well, even if you ask me... What's with you? I can't tell when you're being sincere and when you're not. They may repeat it again. You killed me. You probably can't imagine it, but it takes a lot of energy to regenerate once you've been killed. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a big deal if you had just killed me, but the way you killed me was something I've never seen before. I couldn't heal the wounds, so I had no choice but to remake the body parts. Dude, that's why it took so much energy to revive. Because this is the thing, can vampires do this? Or is Ark just special? She looks angry. Seems like she's recalling her forgotten anger while she talks. Because, like, when I think of, like, Zoken, right? Zoken's, like, the closest thing in Fate Stay Night to a vampire, I'm pretty sure. But, like, the way he's a vampire uses, like, the Mato magic. You know, the bug magic. Like, his soul within the worm, right? So it's like... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I understand the vampires within the Nasuverse, but I'm eager to learn, you know, for sure. Let's go. Seems like she's recalling her forgotten anger while she talks. Anyhow, I'm weak right now. I think I'll be able to recover after 2 nights, but if the enemy attacks before then, I'll be in danger. That's why she wants our help. That's why for now, I'll have you be my shield. You'll have me do it. What are you doing deciding everything by yourself? What? This is all your fault to begin with, so isn't that much to be expected? Or are you not sorry after all? She looks straight at me with honest eyes. This is unfair. Sorry or not, using those eyes is unfair. It's unfair she has such pure eyes like that when she claims she's a vampire. It's so cool, like, Shiki and, Ark can both look at each other and just see the sincerity in each other. It's like, kind of sweet, but, you know, I know I'm not on her path, so it's like, Stuck for an answer, I lift my gaze. Huh? What is it? Something odd is there in the gap between the buildings. Hold on. What's that? I get up and walk. I walk to the middle of the alley and I finally realize what it is. A blue-colored bird. Wait. Oh, it's the fucking blue crow. A crow to be precise. A blue crow. That inauspicious thing I saw 2 nights ago. Oh man. The girl murmurs. The crow just stares at us. Geez, thanks to your slowness he found us. Ah, it is his familiar. The girl looks at the entrance to the alley. Found us? Who? I cast my gaze towards the alley entrance. Then, I take a step back in shock. Before I knew it, a dog had appeared in the narrow path running into the alley. Oh, there it is. It has 4 tough legs and a tense neck like steel frame. That form, far removed from that of a human, is one made solely for hunting. It doesn't need to resort to verbal intimidation. Most humans will become nervous just by looking at that kind of hunting beast. As a fellow life form, it inspires awe by its dishearteningly superior athletic ability. A black dog? It's the Grim. I start to shake. The black dog looking in our direction isn't small like a stray. As big as a German Shepherd or a Doberman, it just stands there menacing us. The girl says nothing but looks at the dog with disinterested eyes. Then suddenly the black dog jumps. No, it's running, but with a speed that makes it seem like it's jumping. Eh? I can't do anything. The black dog jumps straight from my throat. Did I say dumb? The black dog jumps straight from my throat. I can see it. I can see its black body moving towards me, but I don't even have time to think about dodging it. Thud. I feel a shock on my body. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. The screen going black there was kind of like, oh shit, what's going on? I was hit hard from the side. It's not the black dog. It seems the girl pushed me before it could crush my throat. Nice. An easy movement like someone throwing a ball. She hurls me into the wall using just one hand. With a terrific wham, I fall on my rear. Why you? What in the world are you doing? Never mind that. Keep your eyes in front. The girl yells, yeah, you're in battle now, bro. I look, having lost sight of me, its target, the black dog bounds towards the wall. Sticking to the wall like a lizard, it jumps again. It bounces from the wall towards me. The dog's path is like black lightning. Wow, horrific. It's too fast, I can't react. The black dog opens its mouth filled with teeth and saliva. This time it clamps down towards my windpipe. I close my eyes. The dog's teeth sink into my throat. But in that instant, the dog lets out a yelp and releases me. Eh? That's impossible. The black dog lets out a scream and leaps straight up. There's nothing there, but nonetheless it flies high into the sky by itself. Just like that, the black dog, after going several meters into the sky, makes a scream and falls back onto the concrete. No, perhaps more accurately, it was hit into the concrete. What was that? Jeez, he just made me waste more of my energy. The girl quietly approaches the black dog. It is crushed against the concrete like a pressed flower. Wow, it's quite a mongrel of a familiar. I suppose it was some kind of scout. The black dog liquefies into some kind of tar-like substance and is absorbed into the concrete. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty familiar. It melted. No, maybe it's just dissolving. It can't be, can it? There's no way chaos would be in a place like this. Excuse me, chaos? Having a long sigh, she approaches me. Oh, you don't seem to be hurt, so there's no problem. She's mumbling something. My throat, I can still feel the dog's teeth sinking into it. Hey, what was that thing? A familiar of an enemy vampire. You were discovered because you weren't being clear. Discovered, you mean by that enemy vampire you mentioned? Yeah, this isn't good. It looks like I really will need you as a shield now. He says it so casually and with a smile. So stop saying such crazy things, you idiot. You saw me. What do you think I can do? You're a lot better off by yourself. Not really. With the power I just used to protect you, I really am empty now. What? What in the world? I'm grateful she helped me just then, but still, I can't do it. I can't. I don't have the power to drive away something like that. Sorry, but I can't even be a shield. Liar. You killed me. Why would you lie after doing something like that? That was something I don't even understand myself exactly. No, look, I can't do it. I'm just a normal human. I can't help you. Not true. All you have to do is keep watch while I sleep, that's it. You can do that much without any problems, right? He looks straight at me. Somehow those eyes are making me weaker. Whoa. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure this is just bad times, but escape somehow. I'll play ball. I like you, Ark. Oh, this could be the bad choice. For some reason, I can't decline. I did kill her after all. It's my fault she's weak and has to ask others for help. It is my responsibility. Besides, although I've only known her for a little while, she doesn't seem like a bad person. How about it? Can't a human like you cooperate with a vampire like me? Well, that would be the obvious answer, but... don't look at me with those eyes. Why is it? It's making me feel overcome with guilt and unable to refuse. Now that I've gotten myself into this mess, I won't be able to sleep at night if I just deny all responsibility. And I just know I'm going to regret this. So yeah, I think I could probably do it. The enemy's a serial killer, right? As a resident of this town, I'd probably be struck with some kind of divine punishment if I refused to help you. Eh? You mean... I'm not going to be your shield, but if it's just being your lookout, then I'll do it. I feel disgusted at how stupid I am as soon as those words are out of my mouth. I feel disgusted, but... there's something about her deeply shocked expression that's... Wow, are you serious? I'm really a vampire, you know. Hey, listen. Why are you saying all this now after you've threatened me so much? That's true, but... well, whatever. If you're going to cooperate with me, then I should be grateful. I love her sprites. With a very happy expression on her face, she approaches me as I lie there in my rear, up against the wall. Our contract is established. She extends her hand towards me. I guess I can finally introduce myself now. I am I'm sorry. Someone told me the right way to pronounce that, and I cannot remember. I'm Ark. My last name is really long, so just Ark is fine for now. I'm a true ancestor type vampire. Oh. So that's just, I assume, a very high class of vampire, if maybe not the highest class. I don't know. Crazy. Sounds crazy. How about you? I heave a heavy sigh at her unprecedented introduction. It's a sigh of resignation, evidence I've decided to accept this nonsensical situation. I'm Tono Shiki. Sadly, I'm just your everyday student. I've said it before, but I'm really not going to be much use. Grasping her Ark's hand, I stand up. She takes a long, hard look at me and then offers me her hand again. Nice to meet you, Shiki. I'll have you take responsibility for killing me. This visual novel is wild. Ark grins as she extends her left hand. There are all sorts of responsibilities in this world, but this is probably the first and last time someone takes responsibility by helping someone they've killed. Damn it, this is seriously messed up. There's nothing else I can do. I grudgingly extend my left hand and shake hands with the woman in white, claiming to be a vampire. As we walk out of the back alley, she, Ark, knits her eyebrows and gives me a suspicious look. Hey, Shiki, are you a Christian by any chance? Oh. Okay. What Ciel gave us. Ciel gave us, I guess, a holy item? Oh, shit. I have no idea what she's talking about. Chris-chan? Oh my god. Tono. What's up with that question all of a sudden? I don't know any girl who's got a name like that. I see. Then I must have misunderstood. Cause yeah, did Ciel give us like a cross or something? I don't know. After seeming to have made a decision, she turns towards the office district. Okay, let's go. We've got to find a safe place for now. Ark begins walking. Okay. There's no way I can back out now. Sighing, I follow after her. This is a pretty nice room. I have no problem spending the night here. Ark looks around the hotel room. I've got nothing to say for now. My room has probably already been discovered, so let's hide out here for the night. Oh, you don't have to worry about money. I'm rich, so I'll treat you. Oh, alright. Speaking cheerfully, Ark closes the curtains. She also turns off the lights and the room becomes as dark as night. I sigh. What are you thinking, Ark? I'm thinking about all sorts of stuff. No, that's not what I mean. I'm asking why you've rented a high-class hotel, not a cheap one, and why you rented out the whole top floor. Jeez, Ark. Deep pockets over here. I try to say this, but I stop. Right now, my job is to guard this so-called vampire and nothing more. I'm not going to ask any useless questions. This reminds me of Kenneth in Fate Zero. He had like fucking 3 floors of a fucking Hyatt. And fucking put a labyrinth and traps and portals to different dimensions and... Jeez. No, forget it. Do whatever you like. You're weird, Shiki. Suddenly getting mad and going silent like that. I just don't get you. Ark lies on the bed smiling like she's having fun. I'm going to sleep until the sun sets. You better rest while you have the chance. Vampires don't move about in the daytime, so you'll be on guard for real during the night. Do you realize you just said something that completely contradicts your existence? Oh, it's alright for me. Well, I guess it's almost my limit. Good night, Shiki. Wake me up when the sun sets. Hey! Like a machine whose power is cut off, Ark suddenly falls asleep. Freaky. She's so defenseless. Like Tosaka. Right now I could run away if I wanted to. She did force me to come with her after all. I could easily run away now. And I don't have that impulse anymore, but I even killed you once, yet how was she able to suddenly fall asleep despite that? I look at Ark's face as she sleeps on the bed. Her plump chest rises and falls. It looks like she's breathing, but her body isn't moving at all. It's like the air around her has stopped. So tranquil, even I might stop moving. What a peaceful slumber. A kind of defenselessness as if she had absolute trust in me, yeah, even though we've only just met. She's so stupid. She's so stupidly honest I might start to worry. I gotta say, I actually really like her. I almost regret not going her route first, but, you know, I've only just started. Aside from that, this is a turning point. This may very well be the point of no return for Tono Shiki. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's giving me chances to back out, which has me worried. Because I don't know if I should, but... Oh boy. I don't know, man. Part of me is like, I have to see this through. Let me drink some water. One moment. To readjust here. Oh god. I have this packet of nuts that I'm eating. I just had one. That did not help. I had to drink more water. Okay. I can sit back a little bit now. While keeping my posture straight. Okay. I can't leave her. I did promise after all. No matter what it was, I promised I can't break it. Ark is sleeping. Her face is a pale white like that of a sick person. Ark said she was weak. She said she was at her limit just a while ago, so I don't think she considered what I could do after she went to sleep. The room is quiet. We're on the 11th floor, the top floor. Since she rented out the whole floor, there are no other guests here. The only sound is Ark's breathing. When I see her like this, she really looks nightmarishly beautiful. That white, smooth skin and that silky, light blonde hair, the soft lines of her body. Shiki, stop seeing lines. And those long eyelashes that look like swift brush strokes. A perfect body, down to even the small details, the like of which I've never seen before. Well, to be more precise, the kind I never would have seen in my entire life. Vampire or not, Ark is a girl. I have to take responsibility for the fact she's so weak now that she falls asleep instantly like she just said. You have to take responsibility for your own deeds. Part of my childhood education makes an appearance in my head. Sensei even told me, my eyes are strange, so that they would in turn attract strange things. And I should be prepared to take responsibility. At the very least, I should keep my promise and protect her for tonight. White. The kind you see when you wake up. That color calls some nostalgic memories to mind. A hot summer day. A blue sky and large columns of summer clouds. The scenery slowly wavers in the heat. The voice of cicadas. The sound of cicadas. Shh. Chirp, chirp. Chirp. Chirp, chirp. Slice of life. Cicada shells are lying in the clearing. As if the sun is right by my side, the clearing is roasting. A hot midsummer's day. As if the entire world became a frying pan. What? Akiya is crying. Oh, like what? Okay, I get it now. I was like, is someone dying? Akiya, who would always obediently stay close behind me, is brimming forth with tears. Oh, a child lies collapsed at her feet, soaked in blood, killed. The corpse of a child about my age. Wait, what? A cast-off cicada shell. My two hands are red with the blood of that collapsed child. Wait. Shiki! The adults are coming. The fallen child is still dead. The adults are yelling. Did you kill him? That dream. A dream I had forgotten even in my dreams. I feel like I remember. Shiki. Hey, wake up. Wait, what? Okay, hold up. So did Shiki, when he was a kid, have an episode like he had with Ark, where he just killed a kid, like beyond his control? And did his family cover it up? Yo. I don't know, maybe did I misinterpret what that said? Hold on. Hey, wake up. Hey, you, finally awake. The sun's already set. Someone is shaking me. A somewhat unfamiliar voice and a touch of a cold hand on my shoulder. We had one job, Shiki. Huh? Ark is standing right in front of me. She's already woken up and it's pitch black outside. I glance at the clock and it says it's already 8. Eh? It's not I told you to wake me up when the sun went down and you go and fall asleep. Crap. Sorry, I was feeling out of it. I don't remember when I fell asleep, but I'm sure it was while I was staring at Ark's sleeping face. Jeez. You'll lose your qualification as a bodyguard like that. If the enemy had attacked while we were both sleeping, we could have both died, you know? I said I'm sorry. Besides, you said it was safe during the daytime. I can't say that for sure. Familiars like the one we saw this morning could have come for us. True. Ark is angry. Well, she's got a right to be. Got no right to talk when I, the bodyguard, dozed off while she was sleeping. And besides, I'm a vampire, you know. How can you just sleep there without feeling any danger? I don't want you to be afraid for no reason, but it'd be nice if you were at least tense enough to not sleep. I take that back. Ark doesn't seem to care that I didn't do my job as a bodyguard. She just doesn't seem to like the fact that I fell asleep. I can move my body a little better and wake up, only to find you sleeping there happily. You look so vulnerable. I was seriously starting to feel uneasy that I might not have the dignity befitting a vampire. Ah. So there's So Ark says she's a true ancestor. I wonder if there's a code among vampires. Because it seems like even though Ark's a vampire, she has this duty to take out this guy that's rooted in this town and it's just indiscriminately killing. It seems that is against their credo. So yeah, they might be an established kind of like society that doesn't just blindly feed. And I guess well, they have to feed, but I guess doesn't indiscriminately kill people. Yeah. Well, I don't think she has much dignity. You're just as vulnerable yourself. I killed you once before, remember? You can't guarantee I won't do it again, can you? Ah. Ark gives a surprised look as if she only just realized it. Now that you mention it, you're right. I wonder why I did that. Guess I just had complete confidence in you since we spoke in the alley. Saying that doesn't make me feel bad for her. Okay. Since you trust me so much, I'll try my best. So should I just keep watch from now on? Yeah, until sunrise tomorrow. Can't leave the room, so be on guard if someone comes up to this floor. Be on guard, huh? Being on guard is going to do me no good if one of those black dogs from this morning comes for us. I let out a sigh. As expected, this is too heavy a role for me. Let me ask you something. Was the black dog that attacked us this morning something your enemy sent out? I don't think so. It was probably for surveillance. His patrol route happened to pass through where you and I were talking. It seems my presence was revealed as a result. Revealed? To your enemy? That's right. If I had been in perfect condition, it would actually save me some time. But right now, it's the opposite. If I were attacked now, I'd be the one annihilated. That's why I have to hide out like this for now until my power returns. Ark's enemy. In other words, the serial killer who's been causing the stir in this town, a vampire. Ark, I want to ask you something. Will you answer my question? I don't mind talking, but why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Yeah, I haven't asked you the most important thing yet, so what's your ultimate objective here? Me? I'm here to hunt down the vampire. Killing vampires is my duty. Oh. Yeah, I do remember you saying something like that before. But you're a vampire, right? What? You still don't believe me? Oh, don't worry, I believe you so much it hurts. I'm asking why would you, a vampire, claim to be doing something as odd as killing other vampires? Oh? You don't like the idea of beings from the same species killing each other? Fair point, Ark. The act of killing doesn't exactly make my list of favorite things, but she is right. I'm not comfortable with the idea of vampires killing vampires. No, it's just that I can't really imagine something like that happening. Vampires drain the blood of humans, right? So they should be killing humans, not other vampires. Drinking blood and killing are different things. Okay, that's what I thought. Well, even so, I know what you're trying to say. You think beings from the same species should help each other out, right? Vampires can be of the same species and still be different life forms. That's why they don't really have what you humans call camaraderie. And you're saying something makes you different from the vampire you're hunting. That's right. The one I'm after is a human vampire, just like the stereotypical vampire from you humans' folklore. Oh. It kills humans by draining their blood, turning them into the dead. Then wait, like dead apostles? Then uses them to increase his power and influence. That's the sort of vampire I hunt. One lurking in this town is that sort of old-style vampire. That sort of vampire. It seems like there are different types. You tell me you want me to be your shield so you can get this guy. Yeah, that was my original intent. But after talking to you, I've changed my mind. You see, at first, I thought you were someone from the church. Oh. Haha. Haha. So I thought you might have information about the location of the enemy, but you turned out to be a perfectly ordinary person. You didn't even know about vampires, let alone the location of the enemy's coffin. Yeah, come to think of it, there's no way they'd send an exorcist to a Far East secular country like this one. I guess I didn't put enough thought into this. Haha. Haha. Ark thinks aloud. The conversation derails and I'm feeling a little left out. I don't follow you at all, Ark. Hold on for a moment, let's see. How should I explain this? With that, Ark's gaze begins drifting. He doesn't seem used to holding a conversation. Don't worry about it and just explain everything about the current situation. I don't understand any of this, but I might be able to see the general gist of things. Really? Thanks, Shiki. You don't have to thank me. Just keep talking. Ark nods obediently. Basically, the vampire currently in this town is an old-style vampire. He himself reigns as the Lord and releases the dead he made into the city. By doing so, he increases his power bit by bit. He's a typical vampire in that he drains the blood of humans, and those humans become vampires themselves. I see. He's not very powerful right now as he doesn't have many dead serving him. As the victims increase, so does his power. It would be best to destroy the main body before that happens, but I haven't found where he sleeps yet. He's hidden so well right now I can't even feel his presence. Even so, it's easy to take care of things once I find it. But I don't have any clues whatsoever, so I had no choice but to walk around town during the day to investigate. Then I suddenly got attacked by a passing killer, and now I'm temporarily weaker than the enemy vampire. Ark shoots me a cold look. I guess she wants to say something to the passing killer. I see. I kind of understand the situation now. So in other words, some evil monsters are based in this town and you're here to eliminate them. Since you didn't know where they were, you went looking for them, and that's when I, killed you. So now you're weakened and hiding out while you recover. Is that about right? To put it simply, I think so. Then next is the main topic. You casually call yourself a vampire, but I still don't really understand that term. It's obvious you're not a human, that much I can see, but I don't get the feeling that you're a vampire either. That's true. I'm a little different from the type of vampire you know about. Indeed, I hadn't considered that vampires even existed at all, let alone a vampire like you. So what makes you different? Ark thinks. Yes, I suppose it might be helpful to teach you a bit about us. Please do. I want you to pardon me for my misreadings this episode, and it kind of happens to me because I read I sometimes talk faster than I read, so I mess up, but especially now because I'm a little sleep deprived and allergies, and also I watched Violet Evergarden earlier and I cried. I bawled so hard and it kind of drained me, so pardon me. I'm still very hyped for this, as you can tell, but that's why I'm stumbling a little more. Alright, and the first period's lesson will be Vampires 101. Okay, but what's with Vampires 101? You're an amateur at this, so we've got to start with the basics, right? That's why I'm going to start teaching from the very beginning. Okay, whatever. Just keep it short. Well, I'll try my best. It really does seem like she's not used to talking. Well, we've got lots of time, so for now, I guess I'll listen to Arc without complaint. Although we're typically called simply vampires, we're divided into two main categories. Those who were vampires from the start, and those who become vampires. Ah, okay. The former are called true ancestors, and the latter are called the dead apostles. There you go, man. So, dead apostles. They were a bit in Fate Zero, in the double Kiritsugu episode. We saw how Papa Emiya actually manufactured some shit that, yeah, and we saw how the Mages Association jumped in, how the Holy Church jumped in, and Natalia came by, of course. Yeah, interesting. So this is a cool distinction. I like this. The ones you call vampires are the dead apostles. They drain the blood of humans and turn them into their slaves. They're weak against sunlight, and you can vanquish them with the baptism ritual. Our enemy is one of these dead apostles. It's gone from my enemy to our enemy. Well, I don't mind. She's not wrong considering the situation I'm in now. So you're saying these dead apostles aren't vampires from the start? What do you mean by that? Dead apostles were once humans. They've attained immortality through magic or had their blood sucked by one of the true ancestors. Ah. Either way, the ones that become vampires become immortal even though it's imperfect immortality. So someone answer me this, like, is Zoken Mato like kind of like a pseudo dead apostle? Because he's kind of like immortal, quote unquote, you know, not really, through magic, like through his magic, but he's not like, I don't know. Someone answer me that. Yeah, it's imperfect. Those who were vampires from the beginning and humans who become vampires. What is this? I get the feeling that there's some kind of huge contradiction to all of this. It feels like some important fundamental is missing somewhere in this theory. Hey Shiki, how much do you know about vampire folklore? Let's see, just the usual stuff. They suck the blood of virgins, they can bind people just by looking at them, they can turn into mist and wolves, just the usual stuff you hear about. Yeah, that's pretty much all true. Wait, really? All of that is? Huh. So they have... So vampires kind of have like... a mystic eye. Huh. Interesting. They drain the blood of virgins because one's blood cells are more pure before one has exchanged bodily fluids with others. That's an interesting thing. Is that true in mythology? Like in general mythology about vampires? So I guess that explains why Homeboy is attacking young girls. That makes virgins most suitable for repairing the vampire's own degenerating genes. The dead apostles, the ones that become vampires, have imperfect immortality. Since they became immortal, they won't die from old age. However, they need to replenish their energy frequently or they'll disappear. Huh. All living creatures need nutrients to be able to move, right? It's the same thing. It's just that vampires don't die from age as long as they take in the nutrients. The dead apostles suck blood because they need it to stay alive. Immortality is a strain on their original human bodies. The genes that compose their bodies are different. When they become vampires, they begin to degenerate at an incredible rate. To make up for that, they must drain the blood of others in order to absorb genetic information and stabilize their own bodies. Okay, so the immortality they obtain by either being bitten by a true ancestor or through magic, it puts a strain because it's... Okay. Yeah, it causes degeneration, so they have to... Alright. Got you. To a vampire, drinking blood is not like eating, but it's the minimum requirement for them to continue to exist. It sounds complex and long. I can't follow the logic, but Ark nonetheless continues speaking. So moving on. The ability to bind someone with just a look is the type of mystic eyes. There you go. Eyes and words are both common types of magic circuits, so there are many vampires who have mystic eyes. We usually possess the mystic eyes of enchantment. We don't enchant people by looking at them, rather we enchant those who look into our eyes. A powerful vampire using mystic eyes can impose his own will into the brain of another and completely dominate their thoughts, but the mystic eyes of a dead apostle doesn't have that much power. What you call turning into mist is really just making a spare body and controlling it via the will. Once the part serves its purpose, you cut the flow of magical energy to the offshoot and naturally, it returns to dust. Wolves and other animals' transformations are a byproduct of a vampire's repairing its damaged body from its familiars. For a vampire living a long time, stabilizing their bodies with normal lives is not sufficient. Humans are not fundamentally powerful animals, so it's more effective to repair one's body by absorbing beasts, really, as they surpass the human species in this respect. Huh. Weird. Vampires who repair their own bodies with beasts can return those beasts to their previous forms and use them as familiars when they need to. There you go. From what I've heard, there's even a 1,000-year-old vampire whose body is made up entirely of familiars. Zoken? She's totally talking about Zoken, right? Wait, they say he contains 666 beasts within his body, or something like that anyway. Because yeah, what she just said. Yeah, she says, look, are a byproduct of a vampire's repairing its damaged body from its familiars. So the worms would be like, yeah, the worms are Zoken's familiars, so... Yeah, vampires who repair their own bodies with beasts can return those beasts to their previous forms and use them as familiars when they need to. Okay. She has to be talking about him, right? Who the fuck else could that be? That's so funny. I think Ark's getting a little too wrapped up in her own speech. To be honest, I'm not finding this world easy to understand. Yeah, that's about it. It's just an explanation of the very basics. But now do you know what a vampire is? Well, I suppose. The reality of Ark being a vampire begins to feel harder and harder to accept. Now it's my turn. Actually, there's something important I've forgotten to ask you too. What? You're not going to learn anything from me. I'm not a vampire or anything, just an ordinary student. She's probably gonna ask how the hell you killed her so efficiently in 17 pieces, Mr. Mystic Eyes of Death Perception. You rainbow class Mystic Eye wielder. Then let me ask you this, Shiki. How exactly did you kill me? Thank you. I'm asking about the method you used. I'm resistant against stuff like runes and Kabbalah, so those don't work on me. The only things I'm not resistant against is magic I've yet to experience, which is probably limited to the ancient Shinto in this country and the treasures in South America. Huh. Interesting. That's crazy. The only thing she's not resistant against is magic she hasn't experienced. Huh. No, not even those could kill me that much. Answer me, Shiki. What kind of occult artifact did you use to incapacitate me to that degree? Occult artifact? What's that? A catalyst which stores ideas in history. Geez, you've got sacred treasures in this country too, don't you? They're usually something like staves and swords, jewels and masks, conceptual weapons that can be used against nature itself. Come on, Shiki. Huh. I think we know a couple of those. Are you sure you're not someone from one of those fields? What field? I told you I'm just a student. I don't know anything. That's a lie. There's no way a human who's not even a magist can hurt me. Are you hiding something from me, Shiki? Art gives me an angry cat-like stare. Oh god, I just remembered the existence of the Tsukihime cat. Who is the Tsukihime cat? Is that freaky cat thing in this story? We'll see. But even if she looks at me like that, I'm not hiding anything. Oh, wait. Actually, there is one thing. I'm not sure whether it's relevant, but Ark is still staring at me. It doesn't seem like I'll be able to keep quiet about it. Yeah, you better answer her, bro. She's told you so much. You might as well tell her. Alright, I'll tell you, but how should I put this? I can see these lines that can be used to cut things. Eh? Oh. She's stunned. She should be. Normally, I don't think anyone would believe a story like this. What do you mean? Art asks in a serious tone. She's not exactly normal. I should have known she would defy my expectations in a good way. I mean, I see these lines where things can be cut. Living things, the ground, anything touchable. It's like a black line, and I can cut things clean when I let anything sharp through it. Does that mean anything to you? It's convenient to be able to cut steel with a knife and all, but it's not like I can cut it anywhere I like. I can only cut things where I can see the lines, and when I cut you, well, you can cut a girl's skin with just a knife, right? Ark's eyes are serious as she glances at me, those wild eyes that I've seen only once before. A gaze that could stop my breathing. I see. I thought the mystic eyes of death perception only existed in fairy tales. Oh, she knows. But I guess there is someone who can use them, a mutated monster like you. What? I don't think a vampire can call me a monster. A monster is a monster. There isn't anyone, even amongst us, with mystic eyes that can see the death of things. See the death of things. Ark nods in affirmation with an inimitable gaze. I've never seen that word in my life. Huh, there you go. A circuit must have opened in your eyes, Shiki. Were you born with eyes like that? No. They became like this a long time ago, but I wasn't born with them. Then you must have had at least one near-death experience at some point, right? Yep. What? It's true. 8 years ago, I got in an accident where I almost died. Just as I suspected. You had the latent ability, but that must have been the trigger. The mystic eyes of death perception, huh? Yes, with those you could definitely kill me. Kill even me. With a small sigh, Ark's eyes returned to normal. Yeah, she got very serious. Ark, do you know something about these lines? Not to the extent you would, but I do have some information. What you see is the end of all things, the point where things die easily. To put it simply, the time of death for everything in existence, that is, death itself. I remember now, that time. When Sensei gave me these glasses, she had told me something similar to what Ark said. But there's a subtle difference to what Sensei said and what Ark said. What I'm seeing are only lines and not something as disturbing as death. What are you saying? What I see are just the lines where things can be cut? I'm telling you, those lines are the death of the object. Listen, Shiki, everything in existence has an end. There are differences to when, but it's an end nonetheless. Death does not arrive. It is already contained within the object at its creation, and it's bound to happen someday. This is what is called the principle of causality. You've heard of that before, right? As long as something has an origin, it must have an end. When it will end is determined from its beginning. That's its so-called time of death. So as it already exists from the beginning, it's not impossible for one to see it with their eyes, given that they can comprehend the concept of a time of death and they have the appropriate circuit in their brain and eyes. That's the truth behind those lines you see. This is nothing more than a general concept, but if I were to theorize, I would say that they are the weakest parts of the joints between the molecules in something, or perhaps a pre-designated switch within the genetic makeup that activates the death of that object. It's a more scientific way of looking at it. But that doesn't really make sense. I can't see them, so I can't say for sure. The lines aren't all you can see, are they? I would think there would be points more than lines. That's right. When I first saw Ark, when I wasn't myself, when I took off my glasses, I could see the usual scribbles and black points where the scribbles seemed to flow from. There were. It only happened at one time, but definitely. I saw black points. There were several on your body, and the black lines flowed between them, joining them up. If I had to make an analogy, I would say they were like blood vessels. I see. The lines where things die easily, and death itself, huh? I'm surprised you've stayed alive up until now like this. You must have a very tranquil heart, Shiki. Ark says this philosophically. In my own way, I understand what she is saying, but I don't want to believe any of it. What? There's no way that sort of thing exists, let alone me being able to see it. Well, you are seeing it. Usually when you cut a living being's neck, they die. This means it stops because you've cut it. Conversely, you can say that if you can't cut something's neck, it won't die. This is about me, so just consider it an exception. But in your case, you can ignore the cause. Even against that which is immune to all external effects, you kill first. What is killed then becomes dead. It's not that it stopped because you cut it, but in your case, you stop the object, and as a result, it is cut. So the death just comes first. See? What else can I call you but a monster? May just call them lines along which something can be cut, but those eyes are more special than those possessed by any other user of supernatural power in history. You, Shiki, have the eyes that can kill anything, just like death itself. I am at a loss for words. If that really is what I see, just like Ark is saying, those black lines really are the time of death for all things. And everything around me is filled with death. So what? If it's all as you say, I should be able to kill even you. Really? Then let's try it. Ark opens the curtains. The lights are off. The only illumination is the faint moonlight coming in through the window. Come on, it's alright. Try it, seriously. Wait, so because... Hold on. So because Shiki has used it on Ark already, is she immune to it now? Try it, seriously. Ah, wait, could it be you can't see them with those glasses on? Are you sure about this? I take my glasses off. Only to see the lines, of course. At the same time, the room begins to writhe with the black lines. Outside the window, the moon is white. Looks blue to me. They're difficult to see in the daytime due to the strong sunlight, but under the faint moonlight, I can even see the glow coming from the lines. Amidst them, the lines on Ark's body are very thin. If I don't concentrate, I lose sight of them altogether. So she has built resistance. If I hadn't been killed by you, I don't think you'd be able to see any at all, but right now you can probably see them. You see, although I have no times of death during the night, some do appear during the day. Oh, I see. You could kill me because it was during daytime, but you can see my time of death during nighttime now, since I've used up a lot of energy to regenerate myself. In other words, I've lost my immortality. Whoa! So you can cut the lines on my body, Shiki? Let's see. I think I probably could since the lines are there, but I don't think I could do it so briskly and without hesitation like that time before. I think it'd be hard. The lines keep fading in and out, so I probably couldn't do it unless you're sleeping. You can't, right? That's your biggest weak point. No matter how many deaths you can see, you need to trace the line with your own hands. No matter how weak I am right now, my athletic ability isn't so low that I'd be caught by you. I see. Come to think of it, I can't catch agile animals. That means I can't touch their bodies. In other words, even if I can see its lines, I can't kill anything that moves. Ow! I feel a stab of pain run through my head. Looking at the lines gives me a headache, just like it did when I was a child. Put on my glasses and the world returns to normal. Ark is staring intently at me. What? Is there something else? No, that's not it. You can't see the lines if you put those glasses on? Yeah. I got them from someone a long time ago when my eyes first became like this. I'm only using the lenses now, but thanks to them, I can lead a normal life. Yes, I see. No matter how strong a mind you may have, your only choices when faced with death all the time would be to put out your eyes or go mad. Yeah. Saying that, Ark comes closer. Hey, can I take a look at them? No, these are important to me. I'm not handing them over to you. Come on, I'm not going to break them. I'm just going to look at them. Ark creeps closer. I get the feeling she wouldn't be adverse to getting them by force. I feel like I'm giving in too much to her. Ark doesn't look like she's going to give up. Fine. Give them back as soon as you're done looking. I hand her my glasses. Ark stares intently at the glasses and then looks at me with frightening eyes. Shiki is the person who made these glasses in this city right now. I don't think she is. It's been 8 years and it seems like she was only here for a week. I see. That's good. I don't have to deal with more. Well, it's probably safer not to deal with Blue in the first place anyway. Oh shit, she straight up knows who Aoko is. That's amazing. Ark retreats to her thoughts. Ark, you know Sensei, I mean the person who made these glasses? I know her. A sorceress. She's one of only 4 of her kind. These glasses are truly a masterpiece. Even I can't break them. Ark's face grows even more serious. Wait, you were going to break them? Eh? Did I say that part out loud? Fuck you, Ark. I knew it. You were going to break them after all. I retrieved the glasses from Ark. Jeez. You're the one who just said I couldn't stay sane without these glasses. Or do you want me to go crazy? It's not what I meant. I just didn't like how you treasured them so much. Hey, listen, you. Jeez, somebody please tell me how a mind like hers works. It's true my memories of Sensei are precious to me, but more importantly, I can't live without them. If I were to see the lines 24 hours a day, I think I'd die from the headache before I went mad. I suppose there must be a strain on your brain from being able to see death. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of reason for those eyes of yours, but this is all I can tell you for now. If we get the chance later, I'll go over it in a little more detail. That's alright, I'm not into long stories anyway. Is that so? Personally, I enjoy talking to other people. Art gives a carefree laugh. It really does seem like she enjoys doing nothing more than talking. Night descends. Well, that was a good talk. Ark sits on the bed and we both stare absent-mindedly at the clock. It's past 4 in the morning. About an hour until dawn. Just one more hour. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened up until now, and Ark shows no signs of tension. We're surrounded by complete tranquility. Somehow I'm beginning to believe that tonight might just end like this. Hey Shiki, Ark calls me again. What? I don't have anything else to talk about. Really? But it's such a waste not to talk now that we're in a situation like this. Listen, how many hours do you think I've had to put up with your nonsense talking? 6 hours. That's making me more tired than keeping watch. Ark gives a dissatisfied glare. That's right. For some reason, Ark has been talking to me for 6 hours straight. Jeez. I told her she could sleep if she was feeling weak, but she replied with, "It's more fun to talk." So in the end, we ended up facing each other and talking the whole time. When I was younger, I somehow had a 10-hour conversation with someone over the phone. I don't know how I did it. Like, because I was so introverted back then. And like the call dropped like 3 times. It was like a 3-hour call, 3-hour call, 3-hour call. In total, it was like 10 hours. Because of the minutes adding up. But, yeah. I guess I could believe being caught up in a conversation with somebody, but... yeah. I just don't know what she's thinking. To top things off, I'm hungry. Come to think of it, my last meal was breakfast, so I haven't eaten anything for a whole day. Why don't you eat something if you're hungry? We're in a fancy hotel after all, so you can call room service. That's okay. I'd lose my sense of tension if I filled my stomach now. More importantly, shouldn't you be getting something to eat? You're weakened, but you aren't sleeping, so you should at least get something to eat. If you're not going to eat, then neither am I. Normal food is meaningful in its own way, but it's boring to eat by myself. Normal food? There's nothing normal or special about... Ah, wait. Ark is a vampire. I suppose to her food would mean drinking someone's blood. Or is there? I guess being a vampire, you wouldn't usually consume much except blood. She doesn't look like it, but Ark is a vampire. She says vampires need the blood of humans to survive. Then just how many people has she drained blood from and how many people has she killed before? Yeah. It's weird, because I keep thinking of Stay Night. And like the fact that Zoken had to keep going out and feeding on people. Oh jeez. I sneak a quick glance at her face. Can't imagine. Even though I know she's a vampire, for some reason I can't imagine her sucking anyone's blood. What? Is there something on my face? He meets my gaze and I quickly look away. Art continues to stare at me and then gives a laugh of comprehension. Are you curious? About what? About how many people I've sucked blood from? Read me like a book. She's completely read my mind. Ark's smile grows even wider and I don't like it. Well, of course I'm curious. I am helping you, so if I don't know, I won't have any idea about when you might have a change of heart and try to attack me. That would really be a problem. I see, Ark says. Well then, here's a question. How many people's blood have I sucked so far? She bounces lightly up from the bed and walks to the window. How many people? That's... Art gives a cheerful smile and silently looks in my direction with an air of delight. Damn it, it's obvious she's trying to provoke me. Fine, I'll answer. Let's see, it has to be... in the hundreds? Sorry, but you're off. Then in the thousands? Nope, that's wrong too. Does she not feed on people? Being a true ancestor? Ark laughs like it's so funny. Somehow this feels really frustrating. Damn! Then, well, I doubt it's the case, but in the tens? That's wrong too. Oh, really? Tens, hundreds, thousands. Do you really see me as that sort of person? That's so mean. That would make me indiscriminate. Am I wrong? Vampires are indiscriminate, aren't they? Even humans get hungry merely by being alive. When it's a matter of life and death for you, you wouldn't be picky either. Yes, that's true, but I haven't tasted blood these last 800 years. Yo, hey, there you go. She has never fed. Crazy. Nor have I ever killed an ordinary human. Eh? Wait, is that true? It's the truth. After all, I'm afraid of sucking blood. Whoa. Huh? Afraid of sucking blood? You've got to be kidding, right? A vampire that's afraid of sucking blood. Why? I suppose I'm a coward. That's why I'm a failure as a vampire. Whoa, we're getting deep here. Art grumbles as she looks up at the night sky from the window. She stays like that for a long time, continuing to look up at the sky. Her white back looks vague, hazed over as if she was merely an illusion. I see, a failure. I whisper and I feel relieved. Somehow that makes me happy. Of course, it's only natural to be relieved, because now I know the person that's standing before me isn't some kind of vicious evil being. For now, if I were to believe what she says, I won't just be killed by her at random. So I'm safe. I'm safe, but I feel like that's not the only reason I'm relieved. Damn it, what's wrong with me? Being relieved over something like this, how can I be happy over something like Ark being a failure? Suddenly I feel a faint dizziness. Shiki, what's wrong? You're sweating an awful lot. No, it's just this twinge of pain in my head. I realized something with the shock as I replied to Ark. Oh boy, the window behind Ark. Beyond the glass within the city streets, still sunken in the darkness of night, a blue crow is looking in my direction. I could do no more than stare at its dim figure through the window. Ark turns towards the window too. Indeed, I finally found you, princess of the true ancestors. What the hell? From somewhere, a force of will flows into the room. Whoa! Ark's eyes are full of enmity. Outside the window, the crow gives a loud, high-pitched scream. This is it! I am heading there right now. Oh, he's on the way. The blue crow flies off. All that remains is the dark of night and the white moon. Suddenly, boom! With the heavy noise, the room shakes violently. Damn, that screen shake kinda got me. But to be more precise, the entire hotel shook from that impact. What the hell? I get up from the bed. Ark is silent, biting her lip with a vexed expression. Ark, that's shaking just now. She doesn't answer. Say something. That wasn't an earthquake, was it? If I had to guess, it felt more like someone had driven a large dump truck into the hotel lobby at full speed. It was that kind of impact. Ark. She doesn't answer. If I listen closely, I can hear noises from downstairs. Ark's face is grave. She said she was powerless right now. That's probably why she's not saying anything. Only time passes by. 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes after the impact, but the hotel is awfully quiet. Ark remains silent and still, just biting her lip as if withstanding something. I can see a trail of red blood slowly flowing down from her lip. Damn! Ark! Is she worried? Frustrated? She remains still, almost as if she's embracing herself, bearing with something. She said she wouldn't leave the room. Then what am I here for? Oh boy. Oh man. Balls to the wall, Shiki. Alright, I've decided what to do from the very beginning. Taking the knife out of my pocket, I walk up to the door. Shiki, I'm going to check things out. Don't leave this room until I come back. I step out into the hallway, shaking off Ark's look that she wants to say something. Oh boy, no one is in the hallway. I couldn't hear from inside, but the hallway is noisy. It's not that this floor is noisy. Rather, the noise is coming from beneath my feet. There's some kind of ruckus on the floor below. I can hear the noise of many people talking. I suppose the impact just woke the guests, and they're complaining to the hotel. Doesn't look strange so far. I walk down the hallway. The noise from downstairs is like the sound of ocean waves. Noisy and yet so very solitary and inactive. My fingers gripping the knife feel numb. A chill runs over the back of my neck. There's something near my temple. Pain emerges from the back of my eyes, and during it, I walk down the hallway. Oh boy, it hurts. My eyes hurt. My head grows heavy and I feel a drifting sensation like I'm about to collapse right here. Yeah, I know what this is. Without a doubt, this is the feeling I get right before I collapse from anemia. Oh, horrible timing. It hurts. It hurts. Unable to withstand it any longer, I remove my glasses. I can see the elevator, a long hallway. It must be more than 10 meters from here to the elevator. And then with a ding dong, the elevator comes up to the 11th floor. Oh boy. I can see the lines on the elevator door. No, they're too dense. They look almost pitch black. The door opens. A small steel box opens. Inside that box, crammed to the point of overflowing, is human flesh. Whoa, inside that steel box called an elevator. The red meat of humans is ground and pushed in. Yikes. Inside, 2 black dogs are voraciously feasting away on something. Whoa, I stop breathing. Like my brain, which just froze, my lungs stop as well. I can't breathe, but that isn't important. My vision turns crimson. Without a bubbling sound, blood pours out of the elevator. Amidst the ocean of blood, people, arms, feet, bones, brains, fingers, organs, and other parts. Yikes! The 2 black dogs are the only form of life. My very instincts refuse to take in this scene. Down the hallway, 2 black dogs are picking at the human corpses. If I listen carefully, I can still hear sounds coming from downstairs. If I listen carefully, there are the sounds of gorging, the chewing of meat, cries for help, and the death screams of people which can't even be called words anymore. Holy shit, he's just killing this whole hotel. What is this? Though there's no way I can see it, before my eyes is the image of dozens of beasts eating the people in the hotel alive. A man running down the hallway trying to escape, but the panther-like claws descending from the ceiling slice him open from his nose to the back of his head. A girl locking herself up in a room and crying, but to the lions a door is no stronger than paper, and within seconds they demolish it into an unrecognizable shape. Driving madly to be the first ones there, people dashing for the elevator. But within it, the black dogs waiting inside, evil, decapitate them the instant the doors open. At any rate, there is no exception. Beneath my feet, within this huge box called the hotel, is a scene from hell I can feel down to my very bones. Ugh, I feel like throwing up, but I can't do that. If I just stand around and do that, I'll become a part of that Red Sea. I resume my breathing. I grip my teeth hard. Dogs inside the elevator notice me. All sounds from below have ceased. In other words, there's no longer anyone alive. The 2 black dogs begin to run, of course towards me, the last prey. The black dog is coming for me. On their bodies I can see an infinite number of lines, and on their foreheads the point of death. But even so, my paralyzed mind does not order my body to fight or run. The first black dog leaps. Its speed belies all human comparison. It doesn't even take 2 seconds to cover the 10 meters down the hallway. Swing your knife, bro. They open their mouths. Mouths filled with fangs so many times sharper than the knife I have, and they are aimed straight at my throat. Accurate and fast. The instant I realize they are drawing upon me, the fangs bite into my throat with a crunch. I die. But that's not right. I can't be killed by something like this, and I refuse to die. The deaths of others will not cause me to hesitate. A hot summer's day. It happened long ago, 8 years ago. I've seen something even more terrible, so yeah. Thrust. I thrust my knife into the forehead of the black dog biting into my neck. There's a lot Shiki does not remember about back then, or that he has like PTSD like blocking out about in his mind. Because the intro scene from the VN is totally him. Like, it kind of threw me off, implying it was maybe something else, but it has to be. I thrust my knife into the forehead of the black dog biting into my neck. My arm moved just before the black dog ripped through my throat. It was done so perfectly, even for myself. Like a machine whose sole function is to cut, I plunged the knife into the dog's forehead without any useless and wasted movement. Because that is where the first dog's point was. Normally, even if the brain is destroyed, the muscles try to execute the commands they have received from the brain. The black dog would have probably ripped through my throat even if I had simply pierced its head. Well, normally that would happen. But the black dog is dead. Death is a complete stoppage. At the point when I killed it, it lost every form of validity. The first dog falls onto the ground. Good shit, Shiki. In its place, the second dog is flying straight at my face. I thrust the knife straight into its open mouth. But that was a mistake. Oh, this dog's point is not on its face, but on its chest. Just stabbing it in the mouth will not kill it. The knife pierces through the dog's mouth and into the back of his head. Naturally, the hand holding the knife still remains in the dog's mouth. Ah, the black dog is still alive. Its jaw shuts. The joint between my arm and my hand holding the knife is bitten, about to be ripped apart. Proper thought returns with the pain. Ah, you have to be kidding me. It's as if I'm just letting him chew through my arm by stabbing him in the mouth. Why you try to pull my arm out? The dog's teeth are deep in my arm. It doesn't seem like I can pull it off. More importantly, this black dog, despite having been pierced in the head, is still filled with life. Even though I lift it after piercing its head, it shakes and lands on top of me. Ugh, I fall onto the floor. I still can't pull my arm out. The black dog, still pierced in the head, applies more power to its bite. My arm is surely going to be torn off. I can't believe this. No dog ought to be able to bite anything in that state. Ew. I feel something wet. I can see blood spilling from the black dog's mouth. Is it the black dog's blood leaking from its knife wound to its head? Or is the blood coming from my arm about to be torn off? To be honest, my head is too messed up to be feeling the pain, so it isn't a big deal which one it is. Let's go. Oh, let go. I try to wrestle away from the black dog, but it is firmly attached to my arm. Can't escape. Can't run away. If I want to escape, I have no choice but to kill it. But how? The hand it's biting off is the one holding the knife. I'm on the ground, so even supposing I did pull my hand out, the very next instant the black dog's mouth will be free to bite through my throat. Ah. It's okay. Calm down, Shiki. First, you've got to examine the situation well and then think calmly about it. That's the kind of thinking you've always kept. In that case, I can do something. For example, there's plenty of lines on the back of its head. And I can see the black point on its chest. The way to survive is awfully simple. But I have my doubts about executing this plan. No matter how savage and evil a creature it is, to do something like kill a panting and gasping creature that's so alive, this close to me, it's something I'm hesitant to do. Gah, the pressure on my arm increases. My entire arm is shortly going to be ripped off at this rate. But even so, I just can't seem to do something so cruel. Oh, Shiki. I respect it, but fuck. The red blood drips down onto my face. Going down my forehead, it just drips into my eyes. Crimson darkness soaks into the back of my eyes. Red. Oh man, yeah, he hates red. My consciousness sways and then is gone. Reminds him of back then. But even like way back. But even so, I can't bring myself to kill a living creature. What hypocrisy. You've killed something much bigger than a mere dog. Yes, that's right. But that time was different. I wasn't sane when it was Arkweed. Even when I killed the other black dog just a moment ago, that was unrelated to my will. But right now, this is very much my own will. Shiki is so interesting. Didn't Sensei say, Shiki? Use this power according to your own will and no one else's. That's why, as myself right now, I could never take a life for granted. That too is hypocrisy. Because long ago, we killed a kid apparently. That is a nightmare from my childhood. See, what are you waiting for? It was a hot summer's day. Kill or be killed. Okay, Flowey. Before my eyes, the blood-soaked shadow of a boy. You've already hot red blood on my hands. Haven't you killed someone once before? Fuck. Ah! I thrust. I don't pull, but rather thrust deeper into the black dog's head. I can hear its yelping right in front of me. I think the black dog is crying out. My arm in its mouth, it could not properly cry, but it's crying anyway. Sure, that's how much it must hurt. I don't care. I plunge the knife in deeper along with my arm. Holy hell. Without a sound, the blade of the knife punctures out the back of the black dog's head. It's as if the dog has grown a horn. Holy shit. Having split the skull, I easily slash through its skin. Blood and brains spray out as the knife completely emerges from the back of the head. Also, the hand gripping the knife travels completely through. But even so, the black dog is still alive. There's only one thing I have to do. I reach out with my other hand. Peeling the knife from my blood-drenched fingers, I grip the knife with my free hand. And just like that, I thrust into the point on the black dog's chest. And with that, the black dog dies. The strength drains from its jaws, and I easily pull my arm back out. But it wasn't torn off at all. I look at my blood-covered arm. There are many teeth marks, but the flesh is almost free of wounds. The blood must have been from the black dog when I impaled it through the head. The pain from when I was being bitten was really quite trivial, but my fear must have amplified it many times over, I'm sure. Lying there on the ground, I look up at the ceiling. My head hurts. The world becomes a patchwork, and here and there I can see the black points of death. My body is freezing, but my mind is burning feverishly. Right beside me lay the corpses of the 2 black dogs. One of my arms is covered in blood, and the other clutches a red knife. Also, there are quite uncountable number of dead bodies downstairs. All I can do is laugh, because this isn't real. There's no way this can be real. At what point did I, with my eyes wide open, start seeing a nightmare? It's a damn good question, Shiki, man. Okay. I think I'm going to end it here. My friends, I will continue this very, very soon. In fact, I'll probably post it earlier next week. I might even do 2 of these a week, honestly, just because this route in this visual novel got so crazy so fast. I'm having a hell of a time, but honestly, I'm kind of having a little bit of a tough time reading right now. I'm enjoying it so much, and I want to keep going, but yeah, I think I'm gonna call it right here, just for like my own sanity and health. But besides that, man, holy shit, learned so much about vampires' true ancestors and dead apostles, the difference between them, referencing Zokin, learning about Ark, just like meeting her and seeing how she really is. I really like her. She is weird, like Shiki is, to say the least, but in a very good way. She's still who she is fundamentally, but yeah, very, very strange vampire, that one who has never fed out of fear and feels like a failure as a vampire thusly. But yeah, the fact that Shiki killed another kid when he was a kid, maybe snapped on them the same way he snapped on Ark when he first saw her, could be that might even be like part of the whole deal with his dad, like sending him away, like, I don't want that monster here or something like that, because then I'm thinking, like, what was the accident, right? Like, what did Shiki do that day when he was a kid and all that shit happened? It's a good question, man, but I'm severely looking forward to that, man. Hopefully this was enough, to justify releasing just this part this week. Apologize, I'm not doing between the regular 2 and 3 hours, although I think the last part was like around this amount of time. Anyway, once again, I want to thank you all for watching with me, whether you're experiencing the VN for the first time with me, or you haven't played it in a long time and are just re-experiencing it again with me. Again, I guess apologies for not starting with Ark's route. It just kind of happened this way with me just playing the game, so we'll see where it takes me, man. Gosh, it feels like I'm starting with Fate Zero again. But who knows, man? Who knows? Either way, thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you next time. Peace.